The Bells Radio, strictly for the OGs. Please be clear, I'm doing this for classic hip-hop fans only. I repeat, classic hip-hop fans only. It's where classic hip-hop fans could come and be immersed in the music, the culture, the energy, and the history of classic hip-hop. We're gonna have great artists, legendary artists, lyricists, superstars, sex symbols. I'm saying this is the place to be if you want uncut, raw, pure classic hip-hop. Educate, share with the new G's, unify all G's. Classic hip-hop meets current culture, Sirius XM, Channel 43, Rock the Bells Radio. It's on and popping, baby. You know what it is, you know what it is.
You ready to eat some tacos, bro? You ready to eat some tacos, bro?
It's Tuesday drink, more margaritas. I'm with Katrina, she loves Selena, she likes it hard. Now soft tortillas, we playing FIFA in Argentina. The sauce is hot, I need Aquafina. Man, I love Taco Tuesday, yeah! Come to drink tonight. It's Taco Tuesday. We came to eat some fire Mexican food. And if you like to eat like me, you gonna eat everything. Enchiladas, quesadillas, chips and salsa. We love fajitas, pescado, burrito, chorizo, and churros.
Good morning, all you little cockroaches. It's your boy, BG Montana. We're on another edition of Taco Tuesday. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is 9:26 a.m. on the West Coast, baby. You know, the best coast. And we got another Taco Tuesday show here today. We got a raffle. Today, we got a couple of gentlemen fighting for a winner's choice raffle today. We got some news to announce, especially for Gym Rats of the Month. So if you got a green badge, you already know what to do. I need you to get in the gym. I need you to like and share and raise the taco. Come on now. We got 6, 7 people in here. We only got 2 likes. Come on now. When you get in here, you got to like the video and you got to share the video. That's part of the membership deal there. So y'all get on that, raise that taco, baby. Let's raise the taco. Let's get this algorithm started because y'all know Facebook and me do not get along, especially when it comes to this algorithm. But good morning to everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's let these notifications go out. We're going to let the gym fill up. We're going to talk about some tacos. So when you raise the taco, I need you to throw them taco emojis up there. You know that's the official emoji of the show. As we talk about some Dallas Cowboys and the Cincinnati Bengals heading into week 14. That is right, baby. Can y'all believe we are already in week 14? It's crazy, isn't it? As fast as the season has gone by, we're almost to Christmas already. Like we've gone through, you know, Halloween and Thanksgiving, and now we're headed to Christmas. Man, before you know it, this year is going to be over with, and we're going to be in 2025, baby. That's right. We're already talking about the draft in Green Bay next year, but the Cowboys got the Bengals up this week, and if the Cowboys can win at home, this could be our second home game win. This could be our 3rd win in a row. The Dallas Cowboys could go to 6-7, and then we go on the road to Carolina. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, especially with these 3 games left. We got the Bengals, we got the Panthers, and we've got the Bucks left before we finish our last 2 division games, where the Dallas Cowboys are currently 3-1 in the division. it is nasty, y'all. As nasty as this season has been, you got to have some faith, baby. So shout out to everybody on all of the platforms. We're on 3 platforms this morning. We're on Facebook. We're on LinkedIn. Shout out to all my professionals on LinkedIn. I just put out my weekly edition of Next Level Game yesterday, talking about Cyber Monday. Today we're on Taco Tuesday. So as we discussed Cyber Monday yesterday, what y'all was out there buying on Cyber Monday? I know somebody went to the pro shop. I know somebody went to the Dallas Cowboys pro shop, NFL pro shop. I know y'all went to some website and y'all already started buying, your Christmas gifts. And so if that's you, I need you to tap in and let me know, what are you buying for Christmas when it comes to merchandise? Is it anything with the Cowboys? But top of the morning, let's get some shout outs to see who's rolling with us this morning on all of the platforms. You see Justin over there, always on YouTube. Good morning, Justin. Shout out to all my YouTube subs over there. The YouTube sub numbers are going up. I appreciate that. Make sure you like, share, and comment on this video. Thank you, Justin, especially all the other folks on YouTube. What up, Park Ranger? There's my guy who's in the raffle this morning. We got a couple of guys in the raffle. We got Park Ranger and Charles Owen in the building. I see some stars already coming in. Thank you, Nicole Craig. Thank you, Charles Owen, 1,000 stars. Thank you, Nicole Craig, 200 stars. That's right. We got a top stars prize this month. And it's a Darren Woodson autographed jersey. That's right, baby. I'm waiting in the mail. I got 2 Darren Woodson jerseys coming. The top stars is going to be one of them for the top stars in the month of November. So shout out to our guy, Charles Owen, who won the Emmitt Smith jersey, who just donated 1,000 stars right there. He won the Emmitt Smith jersey in October, and he's won the Trayvon Diggs jersey in November. So I don't know, is he going to close out the fourth quarter strong? Is he going to get Woody too? He looks like he's already got a good jump. I see my guy Cuff Kenneth dropping a couple of 200 stars. I appreciate you, Cuff. Good to see you out there, baby boy. I see you got some videos going viral out there. Cuff the creator, baby. I like what you're doing, man. Keep it up. Keep it up. Yeah, let's get some more shout outs. What up, Dave? What up, Donnie? I see you. Appreciate you tapping in the gym this morning with that green badge. Good to see you as always. But yeah, it's Tuesday, y'all. And we are headed into week 14, man. And let's go ahead and let's get this raffle up, because I know a couple of folks want to get this raffle over with. They may need to get back to work, and that's all good. So thank you for joining me this morning. Make sure you like the video. Come on now. Make sure you share the video. This algorithm on Facebook is, doing its thing, especially during the Christmas season. Facebook wants you to run a whole lot of ads so your content will get in front of your followers. That's kind of how the system is set up. It's pay to play. But let's get this raffle going, and let's see who's going to win this raffle. This is a winner's choice raffle, y'all. Shout out to my guy, Charles Owen. Shout out to my guy, Park Ranger, in the building. They are the 2 that jumped on it quick and fast yesterday. So we got about 3-4 jerseys to pick from. As you can see, we got D-Law in the back. Shout out to D-Law. Potentially could come back this week. Well, I put that out yesterday per Jerry Jones was talking about that on the fan. It's a likelihood. It's a potentially, but it looks like it's, less than maybe 50%, maybe Tank might be turning, might be returning this week. So we don't know. But this defense, I know for sure, has gotten better, and we're definitely going to talk about that. So in addition to Tank, we've got an LVE jersey, a Sam Williams jersey, and a Peyton Hendershot jersey up for grabs too. So shout out to everybody in OAT. We're going to be posting these raffles up. We had a cyber deal yesterday, cyber direct buys. I got a plug with plenty of merchandise. So if you're in the market looking for autographed merchandise for this upcoming holiday season, you need to hit your boy up and let me know. Thank you, Donnie Miller, for those 88 stars. I appreciate that. Thank you, Charles, for those 200 stars. Appreciate that. But yeah, if you ain't on that star bar, I need you on that share bar. It's time to raise the taco. We're getting ready to give away another jersey on this raffle. It was $10 a ticket. It'll be shipped to your door free, and this is a winner's choice raffle. Now, you got to stay tuned, because in addition, after this raffle, whichever one of these jerseys are decided upon the winner, there's going to be a second raffle that I'll put up today, and we're going to be adding a new jersey. And let me just show you who we got. After today's raffle, say somebody wins, they take D-Law off. That means we still got LVE. That means we still got Sam Williams and Peyton Hendershot. And then we're going to throw in a Cavante Turpin autograph custom jersey with a COA. You see it right there. Shout out to Turpentine. But after this raffle today, Turpentine will go back into the mix, and then we'll have another winner's choice raffle in OAT. So if you didn't get a chance to get in this raffle, like my girl Nicole Craig that says, damn, that went fast. Yeah, we'll have another raffle put up in OAT here today. So it'll be another winner's choice without the jersey that is selected here from the winner today. So shout out to both of our raffle entries, Charles Owen and Park Ranger. Let's go ahead and let's spin the wheel. Let's find out which one they're going to win. If I got Charles and I got Park Ranger on the line, whoever wins, I need you to comment and let me know. And if you have to fall off and if you're not present to win, that's okay. We'll get it afterwards and then we'll launch the raffle. And it looks like my guy Charles with stars. Look at him. He's cleaning up. November Gym Rat of the month. Congratulations. My guy Charles with stars out there in Maryland. He actually went to the game in D.C., invited me, said he had an extra ticket, but you know, my guy, man, my schedule is a little bit tight. I couldn't make it out there. I appreciate the invite. Thank you very much. Charles with stars, but congratulations. I need you to let me know which one of these jerseys you want. He said, damn, I want the Turpin jersey. Well, you can get into the next raffle, but the Turpin will go after this one. So my plug offered that up after this one here today. So you got to deal with it. You want Tank, you want LVE, you want Sam Williams, or do you want Peyton Hendershot? Let me know. Charles right there. Yeah, congratulations. Hey, Sylvia, how you doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, Nicole? I see you. You're going to be able to get into that raffle here. We're going to put that Turpentine jersey up next. I know Turpin is a hot commodity right now. That's right. But good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's talk about some Cowboys news, shall we? Cowboys Parsons effect. Have y'all realized in the last couple of games of Micah Parsons being back, his effect on the games? Defensively, you know, our defense is kind of coming together, right? It looks like maybe they are starting to pick up what old Zim been putting down, right? Yeah, that's right, Charles. You win, baby. You got to let me know which one of those jerseys you want. You can't get Turpentine because that's the next one. I need to know if you want Tank, LVE, Sam Williams, or Peyton Hendershot. But I got an article up here from Blogging the Boys, just came out here this morning. Cowboys news, Parsons effect being felt on defense as they prepare for Joe Burrow. You know, this high-scoring offense of the Cincinnati Bengals, right? Got Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. They got, you know, T. Higgins. They got a little bit of everything out there, right? Maybe not so much on the defensive side of the ball because anytime somebody plays the Cincinnati Bengals, you're going to have to at least score 30 points to beat them, right? What up, Kenneth? I see you tapping in. Good morning. Appreciate that. Good morning, Dean. That's my Army veteran green badge supporter right there. Hope you're feeling well. Hope everything's going good. Appreciate you tapping in as always. Dean in the gym. Good morning, Prototype. Appreciate that. Reps in the building. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But as we talk about this Parsons effect, y'all, Micah Parsons has came in the last couple of games and has managed to get a sack or two, right? After missing 4 games with a high ankle sprain, Parsons has played in the past 4 games and has 5.5 sacks. He leads the team with 6.5 sacks despite missing 17 quarters of action with injury. With offenses needing to pay more attention to where he is, other players such as Osa, Odigizua, shout out to Big Osa. Osa been out there throwing folks around. Osa's had some improved play, little bit of improved play by Mozzie Smith and especially Chauncey Golston, right? So this defense has been getting it in, right? The defense has been the difference, right? Micah Parsons coming back. How do y'all feel about this defense going up against this high-octane Cincinnati Bengals offense here in Week 14? As the Cowboys will be hosting the Cincinnati Bengals on Monday Night Football. Thank you, Florence Johanna. I appreciate that 100 stars. Thank you. Thank you, Jay Nichols. Good morning. My green badge on the line. Thank you for those 100 stars. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Charles says, Micah Parsons has been the best defensive player in football since returning from January 4 weeks ago. 8 sacks leads the NFL, 23 pressures, 9 defensive stops, 4 quarterback hits. Absolutely dominant when the Cowboys needed him most. I mean, yeah, Micah's getting out there putting in some work on the field, right? And that's obviously helped Eric Kendricks, who's also broke 100 tackles, I think, in a season. This is his 9th time, I think he's done that in a season. This defense has been towing the line, right? You know, complementary football, I believe, is going to be the key to winning against Cincinnati. We're going to need not only good offensive play, we're going to need good special teams and especially defense. If the defense can get 2 to 3 sacks on Joe Burrow, and if we can get a turnover or 2, because you see we're going to have to win that turnover battle, the Cowboys, I like our chances. Although we are 6-point underdogs. How do y'all feel about being 6-point underdogs at home after we just came off being favored by 4 points and beating the Giants by 7? Y'all tap in and let me know. Special shout out to everybody on LinkedIn. Special shout out to everybody on YouTube. If you're tapping in right quick, yesterday I published on LinkedIn my next level game. So if you're a veteran and you're on LinkedIn, I invite you to come over there and connect with me on LinkedIn. You know, if you're a creator who creates content around the Dallas Cowboys and you got a professional side, you might want to check out LinkedIn and start putting your content on LinkedIn. That's right. LinkedIn is a social media platform too. A lot of folks just think that's where professionals hang out and not a lot of stuff goes down. Well, let me tell you, they have a creator mode over there on LinkedIn, and it's inviting creators. You can go live, you can post videos, and you can also write. And that's what I like to do. I like to write a little bit. So every week this year, I've been publishing on Next Level Game. That is my weekly thoughts that I share on LinkedIn when it comes to social media around the Dallas Cowboys and NFL, especially for content creators. So if you're a content creator and you're on LinkedIn, you definitely want to come over there and check it out. Because yesterday I published the Cyber Monday, which a lot of y'all was probably out there shopping online looking for your merchandise. And that's cool. You know, I'm a Fanatics affiliate. I got plugs here. I got plugs there. And if you're looking online to buy something, especially merchandise that's autographed, you want to hit me up and let me know, because I can check my plugs inventory and you can actually get it mailed to you for free. You won't even have to pay any shipping. But Cyber Monday creates a unique opportunity for your LinkedIn newsletter. That's right. As you can see it over there, I include a lot of information over there from the professional side that I don't talk about here on social media, especially like Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. But we're ramping that up because in 2025, your boy BG is planning to go big fishing on LinkedIn. So make sure if you're on LinkedIn, come over there and connect with me. Just Google Cowboys Unifier on LinkedIn and send me a connection request. I'd love to get connected with y'all as we move our platform onto some different, or move our content here onto some different platforms. If you've heard me say this, you'll hear me say it again. Never put all your eggs in one basket. Thank you for those 100 stars, Donnie. Donnie says, if our run game is in effect, maybe we can slow the offense down with less touches. Yeah, I mean, Rico Dowdle eclipsed 100 yards, right? Last game. First time a running back has done that in Dallas in like 26 games, rushed for over 100 yards. Yeah, it looks like Rico Dowdle is running back one, which I told y'all he looked like running back one way back in training camp in August out in Oxnard, California. I told you the way he was dipping and dabbing and cutting and juking, he looked like he was going to get the lion's share of the production out of the backfield. But I agree with you 100%, Donnie Miller. The run game is going to have to get going, and we're going to have to get it going just like we did against New York. The run game is going to predicate the pass game. We're going to need some more stout offensive play as we get in some news. Maybe Zach Martin could be back this week as we see the injury reports begin to come in. This is the first day headed into week 14. So over the next few days, we're going to see some injury reports come out from our girl Kels with the intel, and we're going to find out who's tracking to come back, because we could be getting some more defensive players back like Trayvon Diggs, maybe a Tank Lawrence. You know, the more we get back on the defense, the better, right? CeeDee Lamb has been banged up with his shoulder injury. He went out that game against New York. He didn't need to come back in. He's nursing that. Hopefully he's had enough time now between that game on Thanksgiving and this Monday night football game. His shoulder will be back right so him and Cooper can get the connection on. Jay says, I'm looking for snow camo salute to service merchandise, baby. I got you. Send me a DM and I'll send you the link to NFL or to fanatics.com on the new salute to service merchandise that's out there. Appreciate that, Jay. Nicole says, Dowdle is out there making me proud. Yeah, he is, especially in my fantasy football lineups. Got me about 20 points last week. I've been telling y'all Rico in the running back one position, especially for the Dallas Cowboys. He's gotten a lot of that share. Charles, the winner. Charles, you didn't let me know which jersey you want, baby. Let me know which jersey. You won the jersey. Let me know which jersey you want. It's winner's choice. Do you want Tank? Do you want an LVE? Do you want a Peyton Hendershot, or do you want a Sam Williams? Charles says, yes. We must play complementary football with a heavy run game. With Rico Dowdle, also Cooper Rush not throwing no interceptions, as well as our defense creating turnovers. Exactly. That's the key thing there is Cooper Rush has been able to take care of the ball for the most part, right? I know there's a lot of fans in our fan base that are continuing to try to drive a wedge between Cooper Rush's play and the play of Dak Prescott. Look, all I can tell you is, aren't you happy that they're both on the same team? I don't understand why we got to try to divide our players in terms of their play. I don't understand, especially when we're winning. You know, I shared that here the other day. Cowboys won twice in 1 week. We had a victory Tuesday and a victory Friday. And for all you goofies coming in saying, well, you didn't play on Tuesday, you didn't play on Friday, that's not Victory Tuesday and Friday. Look, man, get with the fucking program. When you win on Monday, it's a Victory Tuesday. When you win on Thursday, it's a Victory Friday. And when the Cowboys win against the Bengals on Monday Night Football, it's going to be another Victory Tuesday. That's just kind of how it works. So if you're new here, don't show us that you're so new. Get with the program and let us know you know the program. No problem, Jay. No problem at all. Felipe tapping in says, Mozzie is showing up on the ends. Yeah, we're getting some more solid defensive play, right? As we get back to this article here from Blogging the Boys, right? As it was talking about the defense and the Micah Parsons effect, right? Cooper Rush's confidence connection with receivers growing. Right. In his 4 starts, Rush has seen a growth week to week in his QBR as he's led the Cowboys to back-to-back victories over division opponents, right? Over the Commanders and over the Giants. The Cowboys are currently 3-1 in the NFC East, despite our 5-7 record, right? A large part of that success has come down to being from the same page with Mike McCarthy as the play caller, as well as receivers. And, this is the shit that I hate right now. Because we're getting solid play offensively, right? And the offensive line is protecting Cooper Rush, and he's not throwing the interceptions. Here come all the woo-woo birds, the wee-woo birds, right? Oh, Dak Prescott, Cooper Rush playing way better than Dak Prescott. Like, why the fuck is that even a conversation when we win it? Like, Dak is hurt and out for the season. Like, if you're still talking about Cooper Rush playing better than Dak Prescott, like, you are part of the fucking problem in our fan base. He says he wants that tank. Got you, baby. Got you. Congratulations on winning that. So the next raffle we'll throw up in there to be Turpin, LVE, Sam Williams, and Peyton Hendershot. That'll go up directly after the show here in OAT. So if you're in OAT, you can look for that. I'll make sure I'll put at everyone on there. So that way you'll get a notification and you can see the post. So as soon as I'm off of here, look within the next 30 to 40 minutes after I'm off the show to look for that raffle to go up, especially if you want a chance to win that Turpentine jersey. So Charles has won the tank jersey. We got you, baby. You in the bag. Nicole says, don't forget the Fanatics link the hat I sent you whenever you get time. Yeah, I'll get to that today too as well. So if you're looking for merchandise, 'tis the season, baby. Ho, ho, ho. 'Tis the season, baby. Ho, ho, ho. BG the Santa Claus is here as a Fanatics affiliate and with multiple plugs on merchandise, especially if you're looking for autographed merchandise. Hit me up this season. If you're looking for stocking stuffers, if you're looking for gifts to put under the tree. I know a lot of folks don't want to spend money with the Joneses. Y'all don't want to buy them new jerseys. Y'all want to buy none of that new product. That's cool. Get you some autographed merchandise this holiday season and think about your boy BG, especially on Fanatics. So if you like to shop on fanatics.com and you follow the Built Different group here, and if you're on YouTube or LinkedIn, if you're shopping and you go to fanatics.com, you can hit me up on Facebook, send me a DM, screenshot that product, and I can get you a link and I'll earn a small commission off of that when you purchase. That's called affiliate marketing. So thank you for the reminder, Nicole. I appreciate that. Michael's tapping in and said, what up, BG? West Coast PNW. I see you, baby. Good morning, man. It's 9:46 on the West Coast. Michael, appreciate you tapping in this morning. Prototype says, I got to make some purchases for the grandkids through Fanatics. How do I go through? You just go to the Fanatics website, screenshot the product that you want, especially with the full name of the product. And I can go into my directory and look for a link. And if I got a link, I'll send you the link. It's easy day. Thank you, Sarah, for asking that question. No problem, no problem, no problem. But yeah, getting back to what we were talking about in terms of blogging the boys, the Parsons effect. Micah Parsons coming back in the last 4 games, right? Ooh, it's been a big difference. Yeah, it has. Defensively, it's been a big difference. Offensively, we've gotten some offensive line synergy, right? Nicole says here, just send him a pic there. Yeah. There we go. Appreciate that. Thank you. Michael says, thanks, BG. Need the Fanatics. Yeah, if you got Fanatics, send me a DM on Built Different group. All right, that's where we do business here on Facebook. Send me a DM on Facebook. Don't send it to my personal Facebook because a lot of times I'm not on my personal Facebook as much as I am on BDG. But getting back to this blogging the boys, talking about Cooper Rush. It's not just us knowing Cooper. I do think now Cooper is more comfortable consistently saying, hey, I like this. Hey, I don't really like that. I'm not as comfortable with this. Schottenheimer said, Schottenheimer, our offensive coordinator, right? But ultimately, the play calls have been going through Mike McCarthy. Now, I know a lot of folks have had some questions about some of the suspect play calling from Mike McCarthy, rightfully so. And in Thursday's win against the Giants, Russ exhibited the comfort level with his fellow veteran wide receiver, Brandon Cooks, right? Brandon Cooks coming off the IR, him and Brandon Cooks connecting in the end zone, right? The Cooks situation back this week, especially against Cincinnati, we're going to need that offensive firepower, especially with the CD Lamb, right? And then Jimmy Johnson had to come out. Did y'all hear what Jimmy Johnson had to say about Dak Prescott's contract? How many of y'all heard what Jimmy Johnson said? Jimmy Johnson out there in the news, stirring the pot. Yeah, he is. In the pregame leading up to the Cowboys' 27-20 win over the Giants, Jimmy Johnson dropped this after picking the Cowboys to win. He said, quote unquote, they won last week. They're going to win today, Johnson said. They're going to win the next two games. After a pause, making everyone in the studio believe he was going to predict a change to the playoffs, he added, and then give fans lots of false hope. Jimmy out there saying that Jerry and the Cowboys over these next 5 games or these next 3 games, we're on a 2-game win streak. We got the Bengals up next. Then we go on the road to play Carolina. Then we come back home to play Tampa Bay before we finish out our last 2 games between Washington and the Eagles on the division stretch. Are we getting false hope? I mean, the Cowboys can go 5-0 leading up to our remaining 2 division games. That means the Cowboys currently at 5-6. Should we beat the next 3 teams, we'll be at 8-7 before playing our final 2 division games of the season. How do y'all feel about that? Do y'all think the Cowboys are going to go on this win streak that Mike is talking about? It's talking about we're coming. As Jimmy Johnson even alluded and said that if he were Jerry Jones, he wouldn't have paid Dak Prescott all that money. I know y'all heard Jimmy say that. How do y'all feel about that? Because I know some Dak haters are riding tough with Jimmy right now, especially after what Jimmy said. And Jimmy did have a point. He said, I would have let him play it out and then paid him after that. A lot of folks didn't want Dak Prescott to get that money. And now we got Jimmy Johnson out there saying that Jerry Jones shouldn't have paid Dak Prescott that money because he should have earned it. He should have went out there and earned it before he cut the check. Sarah's tapping in. She's a big-time Cooper Rush fan out there in Michigan. If y'all know, Cooper Rush is from Michigan too as well. Shout out to the prototype. She says, I wore my Cooper Rush drip through his hometown today and no love. Crazy to me. Probably because he's a Cowboy. Probably because, a lot of folks don't even know that Cooper Rush is from Michigan. I know folks from Michigan should know, but he's been gone from Michigan for a while. But I know you've been repping your guy out there, and I see you. Shout out to my guy Goods Plenty out there. Yeah, I heard. You read what JJ said too as well. How do y'all feel about what JJ said? Let's talk about it. Y'all don't want to rehash Dak's contract, but now Jimmy's out here stirring the pot. Jimmy is stirring the pot. And he said the Cowboys are going to win, the Cowboys are going to win, the Cowboys are going to win, and then the Cowboys are going to build up a lot of false hope among fans, and then the inevitable is going to happen. Morning, Megan. How you doing? I got your DM. I appreciate that. Thank you. She says, hey, cousins, I'm late, but I'm here. You weren't late. You're just detained elsewhere. That's what I like to say. I ain't never late. Shout out to all my chief petty officers in the Navy out there, present and retired. I'm never late, baby. I'm just detained elsewhere, if you know what I mean. But shout out to my girl, Megan, because she brought up a good question. She says, hey, BG, I love stars. I love subscribing. But I want to know, is there another way I can support more? And I said, well, yes, there sure is. So thank you, Megan, for tapping in and creating a great segue for us here. If you've never heard of Patreon, now you will. In 2025, I'm going to be talking about Patreon a lot here. A lot of my exclusive content is going to be from Patreon. We're going to be removing a lot of the exclusive content here on Facebook. We're still going to have the stars every month, the top stars prizes and things like that. We're still going to have the memberships. There's going to be some opportunity to win some prizes as members, but a lot of the action is going to be sliding over to the Patreon. So I'm going to put this link in the comments. I need y'all to check it out. I sent it to my girl Megan this morning. If you're looking to support BDG content in more ways than one, especially off Facebook, check out that link that's in the comments right there. There's different tiers there. And there's also an intro video here that most of my supporters have already seen, so you can check that out. And if you're on YouTube, you can follow me over there. A lot of the videos will be placed on YouTube as well, but there's different membership levels there that require, there's going to be different kinds of content. Just to kind of give you an example, I'll go through the first one. As you look at the first membership here, and it's the weekly smoke on LinkedIn. So shout out to all my veterans that are on LinkedIn. BG is a medical cannabis card holder in the state of Washington. I'm on the books. I'm going to be sharing information for veterans on LinkedIn around weekly smoke, talking about the cannabis industry. My guy Bob, the Cannabis Cowboy, is going to be back in the fold. Shout out to my guy Bob. He's been creating some boundaries with the team this year. Bob and I normally like to do some videos, some pre-games, some post-games and stuff like that. But Bob and I will be back in 2025 exclusively talking about cannabis. And so if you like cannabis, you don't even have to be a Cowboys fan. If you want to get connected, you can check out that link that's down there. We only got so many folks that we're going to allow to get in there, 50 members to get in there total at $3 a month. You'll get these types of benefits. As a medical cannabis card holder in Washington State, you're going to be up on the know in the industry. I'm going to introduce you to my mentor, Bob the Cannabis Cowboy. We're going to be doing some exclusive cannabis content. I'm Washington State. He's in Colorado. Between the two, that's the first two states that legalized medical cannabis in the United States, a.k.a. the Big Green Rush. So you'll meet my guy, Bob the Cannabis Cowboy. And I've got a secret mentor that's out in Las Vegas, because in Las Vegas it's going down. I plan on spending a lot of time in Las Vegas this year because the Cowboys come to play the Raiders, and there's going to be a lot of stuff going down. So that's just one example. So if you're on LinkedIn, shout out to all my LinkedIn supporters. And if you're a fan of the other 31 that's watching here today and you want to get involved, you're more than welcome to support the content, especially, around cannabis content. So there's going to be different memberships there. You can check them all out. There's different levels of content. This is all just not about Cowboys content, but it is about connecting Cowboy fans off social media at live events, because I'll be traveling a lot this next year. I'll be in Virginia. I'll be in Alaska. I'll be in California. And I plan to go to Denver probably in March of next year too as well. So your boy BG is going to be getting on the road, and your support is requested. So check out that link that's in the comments below. I didn't want to get too much off on a soapbox with that, but thank you, Megan, for tapping in this morning. I appreciate the DM. I sent you the link to the Patreon there. Make sure you check it out, because we're going to be talking about Patreon here more in 2025, and there'll be more opportunities for you to win some different types of stuff, especially through Patreon. Nicole says, easy for Jimmy to say that while Dak is injured. If we weren't so beat up before Dak's injury that I'm not sure you fully judge his play before his injury. Yeah, well, I mean, I think removing the injury, I think Jimmy is talking about before, like in training camp. Remember when I told you I believe that CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott were both going to get their paydays before we kicked off week one, right? And they did. I thought maybe a couple of weeks into camp, when I went to training camp, I'll be returning to training camp next August too as well. When I went to training camp, I was expecting maybe the CeeDee Lamb deal to get done or the Dak Prescott deal to get done, which, I would have been right there, boots on ground to get the intel for you. But guess what? Now we got Micah Parsons and we got Brandon Aubrey coming up possibly for contract talks this next offseason. And I'll be back at training camp. So guess what? We're probably going to have to wait to see Brandon Aubrey. And if they do decide to pay Micah Parsons next season, all the way till week one like we did this season. Thank you for those 200 stars. Charles Owen, that's our current stars leader right there, tapping in. Megan says, I got it. And we'll do that for sure. Thanks for the great content. No problem. Charles says, BG, I have my eyes set on that fishing trip, man. Let's go. Yeah, we're going to be taking a all-inclusive second annual Great Alaskan Fishing Trip. Shout out to my guy RC and AK. In June, end of June, we're going to be taking another exclusive deep sea fishing trip where you're going to fly into Anchorage. You're going to take a 2.5-hour drive down the road to Seward, Alaska. And we're going to go out for the day and go deep sea fishing. So shout out to my girl, Kim Clayham, big Dallas Cowboy fan. The lady outfished all the men on the boat last June. So I know the men are going to be coming back in June of this year. We got to outfish the ladies. So we're going to have about 14 to 15 fans, influencers, decision makers, builders. This is going to be the influencer fishing trip. So if you're going to make the cut on this list, you're going to have a lot to bring to the table. And so there's a lot of folks that are actually going to want to go to this fishing trip in June, but not everybody's going to make it. So you'll be handpicked. I'll be handpicking those influencers. So if you want more information about that, you got to hit me up. We're compiling a rough list now. And I'll just tell you straight out the gate, it's going to cost $1,200. That's not including your airfare. That's $1,200 to include lodging, to include food and transportation while you're in Alaska, because we'll be at an Airbnb there for a couple of days, the entire group. So there's going to be a lot of things going on there, but it's about a $1,200 cost to go. So I would recommend you start saving your coins now if that's the case. But yeah, more information on that to follow. I'll be handpicking those influencers going to that, and we're going to be doing that again. And then our goal is to get maybe 2 to 3 fishing trips per June, because, you know, the Cowboys and the NFL players, they like to go fishing during the summer months too as well. Leandro's tapping in, says we don't have to pay Micah till the end of 2025. Yeah, we don't have to pay him, but we know we're going to hear more about will they pay him this next offseason. You're exactly right about that. Thank you for tapping in. Leandro Sylvia says, I was on the fence about him getting paid. However, more for him getting paid because I know other teams who would want him. Now, I did question myself after Jimmy said he has the experience. You're talking about Dak Prescott? Yeah, you know, it's kind of maybe a cheap shot way of Jimmy to stick it to Jerry, because, you know, Jerry and Jimmy didn't really get along, and Jerry kind of ran Jimmy out of town before. I think that's Jimmy's way of, you know, gaslighting Jerry from the side, especially on mainstream television, right? As Jimmy Johnson is out there on I think on that Fox panel there with Bradshaw and all of those other folks on there. Yeah, where Jimmy was talking about during the New York game that the Cowboys are going to win. The Cowboys were going to win and give us a little hope and win, and then we're going to fall flat on our face. I don't know. Maybe Jimmy's in the trolling business now. Maybe Jimmy's turned into a big old troll. I don't blame you, especially with our fan base. Good morning, Wendy. How we doing? There's one of our Gym Rat of the Months tapping in. Good morning, Larry. I see you. Appreciate that. Nicole says $1,200 ain't bad. Fishing charters are expensive. Yeah, that's going to include the fishing charter. That's going to include the Airbnb. That's going to include food and transportation, because you're going to be flying into Anchorage. Now, let me tell you, Alaska is absolutely beautiful, y'all. I went to Alaska the first time in June this year. So if you like travel and you're a content creator, oh my God, this is a content grab. This will be a content grab of the year for you. It was for me in June. I still got a lot of content on that trip from Anchorage down to Seaward, because that trip from Anchorage to Seaward is the sixth most scenic sixth most scenic trip in, you know, travel leg across the country. You know what I mean? That route right there is the sixth most scenic route in the country from Anchorage down to Seaward. So it's absolutely beautiful. And I love my guy RC from AK, who happens to stop at these key points along the way so we can grab content and grab pictures and things like that and grab video. So it's going to be excellent. If you're a content creator, you're definitely going to want to hit me up about it. But yeah, $1,200 is not bad. I agree, especially after all of that. But getting back to the content here, special shout out to our Gym Rats of the Month. Let's just go through them right quick. We got one of them that won the jersey here with us this morning. Special shout out to my guy, Charles Owen. Here is all our Gym Rats of the Month for the year, January through October. Shout out to Richard in January, Tomas in February, the Charger fan. We even had a Charger fan break the mold. So if you're a fan of the other 31, you can get involved with us over here, especially if you keep it football like my guy Tomas does. Shout out to Boat Gang. March was Ladies History Month, Women's History Month. Shout out to Nicole. April was Brandon Reddock. Shout out to King Sharon. You know, Brandon and Reddock Builders is official sponsor for 2024 Gym Rat of the Year. Shout out to my girl Wendy that's live with us. Mike Rock, 2023 Gym Rat of the Year. My guy Troy Park, always in the gym. Eric Serrato, new member right there, new green badge, extension of Cowboys Can Fan Podcast out of Canada. Shout out to Prototype in Michigan, Dallas Diva out there on the East Coast, and River City, Richmond, VA. And shout out to my guy Charles Owen out there in Baltimore. So there are your 2024 Gym Rats of the Month. Now we're in the month of December. So you say, how can I win in the month of December? Well, you're going to have to be all over the content like my guy Charles. Charles is one in October and one in November. back-to-back, first time back-to-back Gym Rats of the month, or I'm sorry, he actually was top stars in October and November. He actually was Gym Rat of the month of November, and he's looking to try to repeat in the month of December. So you got to get hot on the trail like my guy Charles, who's been all over the content. That means liking, sharing, commenting, and helping the content grow over here, helping the platform grow, and especially sending DMs, sending text messages and things like that, keeping me abreast of everything in terms of the Cowboys and whatnot. But I'm going to place this link from Blogging the Boys if you want to read that article that I used this morning for the content. I appreciate everybody tapping in this morning, but I like this defense. I like the way Cooper Rush is not throwing the ball away. I like that he's taking care of the ball on the offensive side of the ball. We can move and get the rock running. I believe special teams is going to play a pivotal point in this game too as well on Monday Night Football. And I think the Cowboys can get their second home game win, and we can get a 3-game win streak going against Cincinnati, because Cincinnati, if I'm not mistaken, I think they're 4-7 too, right? So they're under 500. These next 3 teams that we play, especially Carolina and Tampa Bay, they are all under 500, even though Tampa Bay just beat Carolina in an overtime game. That was a close game. So, you know, the Cowboys and the defense, I think if the Cowboys can continue to play complementary football like we have, I like our chances against the Bengals. I like our chances against the Panthers, and I like our chances even especially against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So if the Cowboys can continue to build on some synergy going into Monday Night Football this week and over the next 2 games, the Cowboys got a great chance to finish out the division, competing for a chance to win, to get into the playoffs right now. I think mathematically there's a 4% chance the Cowboys can make the playoffs. Now, of course, they're going to need to win, and we're going to need a lot of help from other teams, right? Morning, Norma. How you doing? I appreciate you tapping in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. If you're just tapping in, make sure you like and share this video. As we've been talking about the defense, talking about this beefy Bengal crunch. That's right. I think, you know, we're going to see at least 3 sacks from this defense on Joe Burrow this week. You know, Micah Parsons has came back, been the most important defensive player on the team since his return, especially impacting this Dallas Cowboys defense. Eric Kendricks has been playing. DeMarvion Overshown has been playing. I mean, we got some dogs now on this side of the defensive side that's healthy. And, you know, as they continue to stack these wins and stack a little bit of momentum each week, they're getting better as a result. I think the defense is finally picking up what Mike Zimmer's been putting down. And I think with the return of some of our healthy defensive players, they're starting to get some synergy now. That synergy is important, knowing who's on the right of you, who's to the left of you, and knowing what your execution and what your play is, and everybody working in synergy, working in unison, right? Jay Nichols says the last game of the season versus Washington will be for the last wild card spot. Very well could be, especially if the Cowboys could win out, because the Cowboys at 5-7 right now. The Cowboys beat the Bengals. We're at 6-7. We beat the Panthers. We're at 7-7. That means the Cowboys are at 500. I know you and I didn't see it, especially after we was decimated by the injury opponent. You know, for every day that goes on before we play again on Monday night, you know, our injury report looks like it's probably going to improve. So shout out to my girl Kales at the Intels. We're going to have some injury report news here this week as they release those injury reports. So I'll be tracking that. And then we'll be back live in the gym to talk about all those things and more. So before we kick off Thursday on week 14, y'all know I'll be giving y'all my primetime picks. Ooh, let me tell you something, man. Damn, I almost won my league last week. But, man, I went 15-1 last week, baby. Check it out. 15-1. Only loss I had was I picked the Ravens. I picked the Ravens over the Eagles, and that didn't check out. Eagles stuck it to me. If I would have picked the Eagles, I would have had a perfect week this week, 16-0 on them picks. So I'll be coming to give y'all my live primetime reactions. You know, I went 5 for 5 on primetime games. All the home games checked out. I told y'all last week, all 5 primetime games are going to check out. Detroit won at home. Dallas won at home. Green Bay won at home. Kansas City barely won at home, thanks to the refs. Buffalo won at home. They spanked the Niners. And then lastly, Denver beat Broncos last night. How about that Denver Broncos game last night, man? That was that Broncos and Browns game. There was a lot of points scored last night, was it not? But yep, I'll be live again giving y'all my primetime picks on Thursday. So thank you, thank you, thank you. This show is brought to you by all of the green badges here that support the content. Special shout out to our official sponsor, Red Arc Builders in the building. Shout out to my guy King Sharon in East Texas, located in Gladewater. If you're needing some construction needs, you need a home built, you need a patio, a deck, a closet, you name it, check out my guy Red Arc Builders. Building dreams and crafting futures, 903-445-6439. He is the official sponsor for Gym Rat of the year 2024, and you will get an all-inclusive trip out to Bakersfield, California. That's right. Shout out to One Star One Family. They have officially announced their 4th annual Unity Barbecue date on April 12th. So as the 2024 Gym Rat of the year, we're going to fly you out and put you in a hotel, let you come out to the 4th annual Unity Barbecue with One Star One Family and meet everybody out on the West Coast. And then you'll get a chance to play in the Shark 29 Celebrities Golf Tournament with BDG. We're going to have an official team in there rocking on the 18 holes, man. There's going to be some other Cowboy players out there too as well. So that's going to be fun. So continue to get in the gym this year. We're in the last month of 2024. I can't believe we're almost through. We're already almost through 2024, heading into 2025. Now in 2025, there's going to be a lot of opportunity for Gym Rat of the Month as we incorporate the Patreon into the Gym Rat of the Month. So if you did not check out the Patreon link, make sure you do so. There's going to be more chances for you to win, and there's going to be a bigger and a better prize in 2025. And just so I put that out there, if you have a business and you're a Cowboys fan and you support the content here, I'm looking for an official sponsor for 2025. That's if my guy King Sharon and Red Arc Builders doesn't want to go back to back. But we're in the market for a new official sponsor for 2025. So if that's ringing the bell, that's turning on a light switch in your head, do me a favor, send me a DM and we can chat more about that. But special shout out to our official sponsor and special shout out to One Star One Family, because we're going to send our 2024 Gym Rat of the Year there to Bakersfield next April. It's going to be a lot of fun. But ho, 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 we're in the month of December and the holiday season is upon us, man. Y'all got to stay warm out there. Make sure y'all don't be turning on barbecue grills with them charcoals in the house and you got smoke in the house and shit. You're gonna fuck around and die trying to get some heat. Make sure you get some heaters or something like that. It's cold, man. It's like 32 degrees up here this morning in Washington. It's a little bit colder than I like, if you know what I mean. But we've been here on another edition of Taco Tuesday. It's your boy BG Montana. We've been talking about this beefy Bengal crunch. I think we get at least 3 sacks on Joe Burrow, and I think Micah Parsons, as you see him right there in the corner pointing at Joe Burrow, he has the target set. He has his sights set on the target. I think the Cowboys understand the assignment. I believe that the Cowboys can come out and play complimentary football on Monday Night Football. Our chances are as good as anybody's against Cincinnati. But as the week progresses, we're going to get more reports out on that and more news on that. So make sure you do me a favor, turn on your notifications and make sure you look out for the next gym show. Red Arc is 15 miles from Longview, where I live. Shout out to Jay, man. It's a small world, man. Make sure you hit up my guy, King Sharon, if you need some construction needs out there. Appreciate that. Charles says, I'm here, official sponsor 2025. We'll talk more about it, baby. We'll talk more about it for sure. I told you we talk about it this week. Felipe says, here's Bengals, our early favorites. Yeah, they're 6-point favorites right now. But that don't really mean shit because the Bengals are under 500, and I think the only reason why they're favored at 6 is because they got a high-scoring offense. I think the rumor out there or the narrative out there is that the Cowboys' offense will not be able to keep up with Cincinnati. Well, good thing we got a fucking defense. And I like the beefy Bengal crunch because I think this defense is going to be the difference in this game. And I think our offense ain't going to have to do too much because I believe our defense and our special teams get it done, if you know what I mean. But thank y'all for tapping in. As always, do me a favor. If you gave me a like, a comment, or share, thank you very much. You are the real MVP. Social currency is at an all-time high, especially during the holiday season. This platform is a pay-to-play platform. So in order for me to get my content in front of everybody that follows me, I got to pay. Well, when you like, comment, and share on the content, then make sure it stays on front of your timeline, and then make sure somebody else sees it too. So thank you. If you watch this after the fact, make sure you use #replay. And do me a favor, throw up your comments in there and let me know what is going to be the key for the Dallas Cowboys to beat the Cincinnati Bengals week 14 on Monday Night Football, because y'all know when it's time for me to get out the gym, you know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for my guy, Dandy Don, and I know he's looking for that light switch. So leave me that comment down there below. Let me know what is going to be the key for the Dallas Cowboys to beat the Cincinnati Bengals on Monday Night Football. Thank you to all my green badges, baby. This show was brought to you by them green badges. We'll see y'all in the gym on the next episode.
Turn out the lights. The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing